Did you know that the word restaurant comes from the French word restaurer, which means to restore? In the 18th century, Paris served bouillon restaurant, restorative broths, to people who felt tired. That's how we got the name for places where we go to restore our energy with food.
That's interesting. And did you know that many English learners feel nervous when ordering food in restaurants? They worry about pronunciation, not understanding the menu, or saying something wrong. Today, we're going to help you feel confident ordering food in English.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to ChillTalk English. I'm Emma.
And I'm Henry. We're here to help you learn English in a fun and relaxed way.
Today's episode is all about how to order food in English at a restaurant. Emma, I remember when I first went to a restaurant in London. I was so nervous. I didn't know what to say when the waiter came to my table.
Oh, I know that feeling. Last month, I went to a restaurant in New York and wanted to order a salad. But I didn't know how to ask for no onions. I just said, "No onion, please," and the waiter looked confused.
That's why we're here today, to help you avoid those awkward moments. If you find this podcast helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us create more content for you.
Yes, please subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you know when we release new episodes.
All right, let's get started with our restaurant English journey. Scene 1. Making a reservation.
Henry, first, let's role-play making a reservation at a restaurant. I'll be the customer, and Emma will be the restaurant staff. Hello, I'd like to make a reservation for tonight.
Certainly. For how many people?
For 2 people, please.
And what time would you like?
Around 7 p.m. if possible.
Let me check. Yes, we have a table available at 7 p.m. May I have your name, please?
It's Henry Smith.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. We'll see you at 7 p.m. tonight.
Emma.
Now, let's look at some key phrases from this dialogue.
First phrase, I'd like to make a reservation. This is a polite way to say you want to book a table. I'd like is short for I would like, which is more polite than I want.
Next, for how many people? This is how restaurant staff ask about the size of your group. You can answer with for number people or a table for number, please.
Another important phrase, we have a table available. This means there is a free table for you. If there are no tables, they might say we're fully booked or we don't have any tables available.
Mini challenge. Now, it's your turn. Repeat after me. I'd like to make a reservation for tonight. Great job.
Your turn. For 2 people, please. Excellent.
Scene 2. Arriving at the restaurant. Emma, now let's role-play arriving at the restaurant. I'll be the customer, and Henry will be the host. Emma, as customer. Good evening. I have a reservation for 7 p.m. The name is Emma Johnson.
Hello, Miss Johnson. Let me check. Yes, here it is. Table for 2?
Yes, that's right.
Your table will be ready in about 5 minutes. Would you like to wait at the bar?
Sure, thank you.
Please follow me. Your table is ready now.
Thank you very much.
Let's break down some useful vocabulary from this scene.
First, I have a reservation for 7 p.m. This is how you tell the restaurant staff about your booking. You can also say, I booked a table for 7 p.m.
Next, your table will be ready in about 5 minutes. This means you need to wait a short time. You might also hear, we're preparing your table now.
Another phrase, would you like to wait at the bar? The bar is where you can sit and have drinks while waiting for your table. You can say, yes, please, or no, thank you, I'll wait here.
Fluency tip.
Here's a pronunciation tip. When speaking quickly, native speakers often say gonna instead of going to, and wanna instead of want to. For example, I'm gonna have the pasta instead of I'm going to have the pasta. This makes your speech sound more natural.
Scene 3. being seated at the restaurant.
Now, let's role-play being seated at the restaurant. I'll be the host, and Emma will be the customer. Right this way, please. Here's your table. Thank you. This table is perfect.
Your server will be with you shortly. Can I get you started with some water?
Yes, please. Still water for both of us.
Certainly. I'll bring that right away.
Let's look at some key phrases from this dialogue.
First, right this way, please. This is what staff say when they want you to follow them to your table. You can simply say thank you and follow them.
Next, your server will be with you shortly. This means the waiter or waitress will come to your table soon. Shortly means soon, or in a little while.
Another important phrase, can I get you started with some water? This is a polite way to ask if you want water before you order. You can say, yes, please, or no, thank you.
Mini challenge. Now, let's try a small challenge. Imagine you're at a restaurant and the host asks if you want water. How would you answer?
Good. You might say, yes, please, still water for me.
Your turn. How would you ask for sparkling water? Excellent. Yes, please, sparkling water for me. Scene 4.
Once you're seated, you'll
Looking
need
at
to
the
look
menu.
at the menu. Let's role-play that situation.
Here are the menus. Today's specials are on the first page.
Thank you. Can I have a few minutes to look, please?
Of course, take your time. I'll come back in a few minutes.
Excuse me, what's the soup of the day?
Today, it's tomato and basil soup. It's very popular.
That sounds good. I think I'll have that to start.
Let's break down some key phrases from this dialogue.
First, here are the menus. The menu is the list of food and drinks you can order. Some restaurants also have a separate drinks menu or wine list.
Next, today's specials are on the first page. Specials are dishes that are not on the regular menu. They might be available only for a short time or on specific days.
Another important phrase is, can I have a few minutes to look, please? This is a polite way to ask for more time to decide what to order. You can also say, we need more time, please.
Fluency tip. In English, we often stress important words in a sentence. For example, what's the soup of the day? This helps the listener understand the key information. Try to stress the important words when you speak.
Scene 5. Asking about dishes.
Sometimes you need to ask questions about the dishes on the menu. Let's practice that.
Excuse me, what's in the vegetarian lasagna?
It has layers of pasta with vegetables, cheese, and tomato sauce.
Is it spicy?
No, it's not spicy at all. It's quite mild.
And what's the chef's salad?
It's a large salad with lettuce, tomatoes, cucumbers, chicken, and boiled eggs, with our special dressing.
That sounds good. I'll think about it. Thank you.
Let's look at some useful phrases from this dialogue.
First, what's in the vegetarian lasagna? This is how you ask about the ingredients in a dish. You can also say, what ingredients are in the vegetarian lasagna?
Next, is it spicy? This is a common question to ask if you don't like spicy food or if you want to know how hot the dish is. You can also ask, is it very spicy, or does it have chili?
Another phrase is, what's the chef's salad? This is asking for a description of a dish. You can use this for any item on the menu. What's the dish name?
Mini challenge.
Now it's your turn. Imagine you want to know what's in a dish. How would you ask? That's right. You could say, what's in the beef stew? Or, what ingredients are in the pasta?
Scene 6. Ordering food.
Now let's role-play ordering food. I'll be the customer, and Henry will be the waiter. I think I'm ready to order.
Excellent. What would you like?
I'll have the tomato soup to start, and then the grilled chicken with vegetables, please.
Good choice. How would you like your chicken cooked?
Well done, please.
And would you like any sides with that?
No, thank you. The vegetables are enough.
Perfect. I'll put your order in right away.
Let's look at some key phrases from this dialogue.
First, I think I'm ready to order. This is how you tell the waiter you've decided what to eat. You can also say, we're ready to order, if you're with other people.
Next, I'll have the tomato soup to start, and then the grilled chicken with vegetables, please. This is a clear way to order your food. To start means for your first course or appetizer.
Another important phrase is, how would you like your chicken cooked? For meat like steak or chicken, the waiter might ask how you want it cooked. Common answers are rare, medium, medium well, or well done.
Fluency tip. When ordering food, it's common to use contractions to sound more natural. Instead of, I will have the soup, say, I'll have the soup. Instead of, I would like the chicken, say, I'd like the chicken.
Scene 7. Ordering drinks. Let's role-play ordering drinks. I'll be the customer, and Emma will be the waiter. Can I see the drinks menu, please?
Of course. Here it is.
Thank you. I'd like a glass of white wine, please.
We have a Chardonnay and a Sauvignon Blanc. Which would you prefer?
The Sauvignon Blanc, please.
Excellent choice. And for your friend?
She'll have a sparkling water with lemon, please.
Very good. I'll bring those right away.
Let's break down some useful vocabulary from this scene.
First, can I see the drinks menu, please? This is how you ask for the list of drinks. You can also say, can I see the wine list, if you specifically want to see the wine options.
Next, I'd like a glass of white wine, please. This is a polite way to order a drink. You can specify the type of wine, beer, or other drink you want.
Another phrase, she'll have a sparkling water with lemon, please. This is how you order for someone else at your table. You can also say, my friend would like, or for my friend.
Mini challenge.
Now, let's try a small challenge. How would you order a cup of coffee? Good. You might say, I'd like a cup of coffee, please.
Your turn. How would you order a glass of red wine? Excellent. I'd like a glass of red wine, please.
Scene 8. Special requests.
Sometimes you need to make special requests because of allergies or dietary preferences. Let's practice that.
I'd like to order the Caesar salad, but I'm allergic to anchovies. Can it be made without them?
Yes, of course. We can make it without anchovies.
Great. And is it possible to have the dressing on the side?
Certainly. Any other special requests?
No, that's all. Thank you for your help.
You're welcome. I'll make a note for the kitchen.
Let's look at some key phrases from this dialogue.
First, I'm allergic to anchovies. This is how you explain a food allergy. It's important to tell the restaurant about allergies so they can prepare your food safely. You can say, I have an allergy to blank.
Next, can it be made without them? This is a polite way to ask if a dish can be prepared without certain ingredients. You can also say, is it possible to make it without ingredient?
Another important phrase is, can I have the dressing on the side? This means you want the sauce or dressing served separately from the food so you can add as much or as little as you want.
Fluency tip. When making special requests, it's helpful to use polite phrases like, could you please, or is it possible to? This makes your request sound more friendly and increases the chance that the restaurant will accommodate you.
Scene 9.
Your meal,
During the
you
meal.
might need to ask for something else. Let's role-play that situation.
As customer, excuse me, could I have some more water, please?
As waiter, of course, I'll bring that right away.
And could I also have some extra napkins?
Certainly. Is everything to your satisfaction?
Yes, everything is delicious, thank you.
but could I have some pepper for my soup?
Absolutely. I'll bring the pepper mill.
Thank you so much.
Let's break down some key phrases from this dialogue.
First, could I have some more water, please? This is a polite way to ask for more of something. You can also say, can I have some more? Or I'd like some more, please.
Next, could I also have some extra napkins? This is how you ask for additional items you might need during your meal. You can ask for extra napkins, sauce, bread, etc.
Another phrase, is everything to your satisfaction? This is what waiters ask to check if you're happy with your food. You can answer, yes, everything is delicious, or yes, thank you.
Next, a mini challenge. Now it's your turn. Imagine you need more bread. How would you ask? Good. You could say, could I have some more bread, please? Or, can I have some extra bread?
Scene 10, paying the bill.
When you finish your meal, it's time to pay. Let's role play that situation.
As customer, excuse me, could we have the bill, please?
As waiter, certainly. Would you like to pay together or separately?
Together, please.
As waiter, here you go. How would you like to pay?
By credit card, please.
As waiter, of course. I can take that for you at the counter when you're ready.
Thank you. We'll come up in a moment.
Let's look at some key phrases from this dialogue.
First, could we have the bill, please? This is how you ask for the check at the end of your meal. In some countries, people say check instead of bill.
Next, would you like to pay together or separately? This is how the waiter asks if each person will pay for their own food or if one person will pay for everyone. Another important phrase, how would you like to pay? This is asking about your payment method. You can answer by credit card, by cash, or with my phone. Fluency tip.
In English, we often use could instead of can to be more polite when making requests. For example, could I have the bill, please, sounds more polite than can I have the bill, please?
Scene 11. Tipping. In many countries, it's customary to leave a tip for the service. Let's role-play that situation.
As customer, here's my credit card.
As waiter, thank you. I'll be right back. Here's your receipt to sign. There's a line for the tip if you like to leave one.
Thank you. Is 15% the standard tip here?
Yes, 15 to 20% is typical for good service.
The service was excellent, so I'll leave 20%. Here you go.
Thank you very much. We appreciate your business.
Let's break down some useful vocabulary from this scene.
First, there's a line for the tip if you'd like to leave one. A tip is extra money you give to thank the waiter for good service. In some countries, it's called a gratuity.
Next, is 15% the standard tip here? This is how you ask about the usual amount to tip. The percentage can be different in different countries.
Another phrase, the service was excellent, so I'll leave 20%. This explains why you're leaving a tip and how much you're giving. You can adjust the percentage based on the quality of service. Now, a mini challenge. Emma,
Now, let's try a quick challenge. How would you ask if tipping is expected in a restaurant? Great. You might say, is tipping expected here? Or, do people usually tip in this country?
Scene 12. Dealing with problems. Sometimes there might be problems with your food or service. Let's practice how to handle these situations politely. As customer, excuse me, I'm sorry, but I think there's a mistake with my order. I asked for the vegetarian pasta, but this has meat in it.
Oh, I'm very sorry about that. Let me fix that for you right away.
Thank you. Also, my water is a bit warm.
Could I have some cold water, please?
Of course. I'll bring you a cold glass right away, and I'll take this back and bring your correct order.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
We're very sorry for the inconvenience. As an apology, we'd like to offer you a dessert on the house.
Let's look at some key phrases from this dialogue.
First, I'm sorry, but I think there's a mistake with my order. This is a polite way to point out a problem. Starting with I'm sorry makes it sound less confrontational.
Next, I asked for the vegetarian pasta, but this has meat in it. This clearly explains the problem. Be specific about what you ordered and what you received.
Another important phrase, we'd like to offer you a dessert on the house. On the house means free, as a way to apologize for a problem. You might also hear, it's on us, or it's complimentary.
Fluency tip. When dealing with problems, it's best to stay calm and polite. Use phrases like, I'm sorry but, or, excuse me, I think there might be a mistake. This helps resolve the issue more quickly and pleasantly. Scene 13.
You want to order
Takeaway
food to
orders.
take away, also called takeout or to go. Let's role-play that situation.
Hi, I'd like to place an order for takeaway, please.
Certainly. What would you like to order?
I'd like one margarita pizza and a Caesar salad, please.
Would you like any drinks with that?
Yes, a bottle of sparkling water, please.
Certainly. Your order will be ready in about 20 minutes. Would you like to wait or come back?
I'll come back in 20 minutes. What time should I return?
Around 6:30 p.m. would be perfect.
Let's break down some key phrases from this dialogue.
First, I'd like to place an order for takeaway, please. This is how you start a takeaway order. In American English, you might say to go instead of takeaway.
Next, your order will be ready in about 20 minutes. This tells you how long you need to wait for your food. You can then decide to wait or come back later.
Another phrase, would you like to wait or come back? The restaurant staff is giving you a choice about what to do while waiting for your food. You can choose based on how much time you have.
Mini challenge. Now it's your turn. Imagine you want to order food to take away. How would you start?
Good. You could say, I'd like to order some food to take away, please.
Scene 14. Fast food ordering.
Ordering at a fast food restaurant is a bit different. Let's practice that situation.
Hi, can I get a number 3 combo, please?
Certainly. Would you like to make that a large meal?
No, regular size is fine, thanks.
What drink would you like with that?
A cola, please.
Will that be all for you today?
Yes, that's it, thank you.
That'll be $8.99. Please pull forward to the next window.
Let's look at some useful phrases from this dialogue.
First, can I get a number 3 combo, please? In fast food restaurants, meals often have numbers to make ordering easier. A combo or combo meal includes the main item, a side, and a drink.
Next, would you like to make that a large meal? This is asking if you want to upgrade to a larger size. You can say, yes, please, or no, thank you.
Another phrase, will that be all for you today? This is asking if you want to order anything else. You can answer, yes, that's all, or add more items to your order.
Fluency tip.
In fast food restaurants, the staff often speak quickly. Don't be afraid to ask them to repeat or speak more slowly. You can say, could you please repeat that, or could you speak more slowly, please?
Scene 15. At a cafe.
Let's finish with a scene at a cafe. I'll be the customer and Emma will be the barista. Hi, can I get a medium latte, please?
Certainly. Would you like that hot or iced?
Hot, please. And can I have it with oat milk?
Of course. Anything else for you today?
Yes, I'd also like a blueberry muffin.
Great. That'll be $7.50. Will you be paying with cash or card?
By card, please.
Perfect. Your order number is 23. We'll call your name when it's ready.
Let's break down some key phrases from this dialogue.
First, can I get a medium latte, please? This is how you order a coffee drink. You can specify the size, small, medium, large, and the type of coffee drink you want.
Next, would you like that hot or iced? This is asking about the temperature of your drink. Many coffee drinks can be served hot or cold.
Another phrase, we'll call your name when it's ready. This tells you how you'll know when your order is ready. In some cafes, they give you a number and call the number instead of your name.
Mini challenge. Now, it's your turn. How would you order a small cappuccino? Good. You might say, "Can I get a small cappuccino, please?"
We've covered a lot of useful restaurant English so far. Let's quickly recap what we've learned.
First, we learned phrases for making a reservation, like, "I'd like to make a reservation for tonight," and "for 2 people, please."
Then we covered arriving at the restaurant and being seated with phrases like, I have a reservation for 7 p.m. and right this way, please.
We also learned how to look at the menu and ask about dishes, using phrases like, "Can I have a few minutes to look, please?" and "What's in the vegetarian lasagna?"
We practiced ordering food and drinks with useful phrases like, I'll have the tomato soup to start, and I'd like a glass of white wine, please.
We covered making special requests for allergies or preferences and asking for things during the meal.
Finally, we learned how to pay the bill, tip, deal with problems, order takeaway, and order at fast food restaurants and cafes.
These phrases will help you feel more confident when eating at restaurants in English-speaking countries. Remember, practice makes perfect.
Bonus phrases and common mistakes. Before we finish, let's learn some bonus phrases that can be really useful at restaurants.
First bonus phrase, "I'm celebrating a special occasion." You can say this when making a reservation or when you arrive. The restaurant might give you a free dessert or special treatment. For example, "It's my birthday today," or "We're celebrating our anniversary."
Next, could you recommend something? This is a great way to ask the waiter for their opinion about what to order. You could say, could you recommend a good red wine? Or, what would you recommend for a main course?
Another useful phrase, "We're in a hurry." If you need to eat quickly, you can tell the staff. They might suggest dishes that are faster to prepare. You could say, "We have a train to catch in an hour. Could you recommend something quick?"
Now let's talk about some common mistakes learners make at restaurants.
First mistake, not knowing the difference between menu, bill, and tip. The menu is the list of food and drinks. The bill, or check, is the paper that shows how much you need to pay. A tip is extra money you leave for good service.
Next mistake, using I want instead of I would like. I want sounds too direct and not polite. It's better to say I would like or I'll have when ordering. For example, say I would like the pasta instead of I want the pasta.
Another common mistake, forgetting to say please and thank you. In English-speaking countries, being polite is very important. Always remember to say please when ordering and thank you when the waiter helps you.
Listener challenge. Call to action. Now it's time for our listener challenge. We want you to practice what you've learned today.
Your challenge is to write a short dialogue in the comments below between a customer and a waiter. Use at least 3 phrases we learned today. For example, you could write about ordering food, asking about a dish, or paying the bill.
We'll read some of your answers in our next episode. Don't be shy. Practice makes perfect.
If you enjoyed this episode, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends who are learning English. Every share helps us reach more learners like you.
Let's do a final recap of what we learned today about restaurant English.
We covered essential phrases from making a reservation, arriving at the restaurant, being seated, and looking at the menu.
We also learned how to ask about dishes, order food and drinks, make special requests, and ask for things during the meal.
We covered paying the bill, tipping, dealing with problems, ordering takeaway, and ordering at fast food restaurants and cafes.
Remember these key phrases. I'd like to make a reservation. Could I have a few minutes to look, please? I'll have the grilled chicken, please. And could we have the bill, please?
Practice these phrases before your next restaurant visit, and you'll feel much more confident ordering food in English.
That's all for today's episode of ChillTalk English. Thank you for listening.
Join us next time when we'll be talking about English for shopping, how to ask for help and find what you need.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss new episodes. You can also find us on Instagram and Twitter at ChillTalk English.
Have a wonderful day and keep practicing your English. Bye.
Bye.